default behavior of our React, but create portal basically breaks that and comes out. And the same thing that I was explaining, id root, and under id root here is a portal component. So everything that goes into your React comes under your root. How does the portal works? What changing the files and do I can say let me add a p tag, anything, the first parameter, comma, the second is. So portals can be Hey guys, welcome back to our channel KnowledgeKeen, and this is your friend Wasim, and today I'm very excited because we are coming out of hooks for some time. Okay, we are bored with the hooks. We have seen a lot of hooks in the past couple of videos, but today let's jump out of hooks and see a new topic, that is create portal. So in this video we are going to see what is portal, okay, then how is portal. I'll do a better one, why is portal. No, we are not going to do that Marvel jokes, but we are going to see what is portal, how we are going to create portals, and we are going to see the caveats too. So the caveats are most important in this portal logic because it behaves totally different than how it should behave. So without wasting any time, let's dive in right into portals. So the first question was, what is portal? So what is a portal? Create portal. So the portals are created using create portal. Okay, let's make it very clear. Create portal, this is a function or an inbuilt method that comes from React DOM, and that lets you render some children into different part of the DOM. So till now what we have seen, okay, let me go to the code. What we have seen is always we render everything into our app. Correct? We just simply go ahead, add it in the app. Where does this app come from? If we go there, it comes from your index, the base index. If you see here, we have one root which is associated with the element called as root, and where we load the app. And where is this root? It is in our index.html. So the hierarchy is very simple. We in the body we have your div, a simple div id root. In that id equal to root, we load your index.js. In this your index.js, we simply load your app.js. In under app, we load all our different kind of components. So this is the default behavior of our React, but create portal basically breaks that and comes out, and you can render in any part of the DOM irrespective wherever you are. Okay, in whatever nested component you are in. So this is very simple. It's the most simplest concept you can consider in React. So we can see how. Okay, now we have seen what is create portal, or what is portal basically. Now we are going to see how we should write a portal. So without wasting any time, let's go and start our favorite thing, coding. So we'll close all the folders. Let me just close them out. In src pages, I'm going to create another folder, another folder called as portal example. Again, we are following the same process again and again, index.js. So either you can just add an index.js. Okay, let me add an index.js. Const portal component, something like this, return and export default portal component. Okay, here we will simply load h1. I am in portal component. Very simple. We'll close all the other files, close others, and simply open our app.js. Now there is no example. We are not doing forward reference, but we are doing portal. Let me remove this. We don't need it. Go back to our example. I am in portal component. Very easy. And the same thing that I was explaining, there is one div id root, and under id root here is a portal component. So everything that goes into your React comes under your root. So this is very easy. And under body, I don't think there is any other tag. Okay, this is nothing. Even if you delete it, it will behave the same. So for us in body, we only have div, okay, and nothing else. And whatever additional, if you refresh, it will come back. But whatever additional you are rendering, okay, this is DeepL, I don't know what it is, but whatever additional things you are rendering, it's not related. For me, for React, only these are the three things that are getting rendered. Quick, simple. So now if I create a child component, so let me go back, portal example. Under portal example, let me close this app. Under portal example, I'll create one more file. Okay, I'll name it as child component.js. You can name it anything. Here I'm taking it as child component. We have taken a lot of child examples because I want to show you how and where we are trying to render that. Return h1. I'll say I am child of portal component. Quick, easy. Export default child component. Very easy, simple. Coming back to the same example, child component. This is nothing that we have not done before. It's very easy. I'm in portal component. Here I'm child of portal component basically. So here you can see I have two different components which are rendering one beside the other, but this is the parent and this is the child. So we are simply rendering it as a child component. So how does the portal works? What I don't want is I don't want to touch my existing hierarchy of the architecture. I just want to render everything in the body. Let's take this as the first step. So I want to load this child of portal component. Okay, the spelling is wrong. The child of portal component not in root, but I want to load it in my body. You can, without hampering the existing logic or without just going here, going to changing the files and doing that, the simple thing that I can do is I can write create portal. Okay, now see, we are importing it from React DOM. Okay, this is very important. This is not coming from React. This is coming from React DOM. Create portal. It has three params. Okay, the first one is children, what child you want to load. The second one is the element, which element you want to load, and the third one is the key. Key is always optional, so if you just want to specify some key to that particular portal, you can do that. Okay, so let's not go very deep into this. Let's take one simple example. I'll comment out the child component for now, and I'll take one simple component. So it wants a children, so I can say let me add a p tag. I am a new p tag, anything. The first parameter, comma, the second parameter is the container where I want to load the portal. I want to simply say document.body and I want to load it here. So we'll go step by step. First we'll load any simple tag, and then we'll load any child component. If you come here, if you refresh, you can see under root there is only I am portal component, but there is no I am a new p tag. This is, where is this now? It goes directly in your body. See, just let me make it a bit bigger. You can see under body you also have that root and you also have that p tag. That makes sense, right? And portals are used like this. So portals can be used in your dialogues, in your modal boxes. There can be pop-ups, there can be your how we can say that, menus. All these things basically you can pull them out of your regular architecture and get it into the body tag or somewhere specific in any specific element. I'm going to show you that too, how you can specifically do that. So that will help in these particular scenarios, and rest of the code will be untouched. It's very easy. So here I'm specifically doing that in the document.body. But what if I want that there is any specific tag that is there in your body and I want to render my p tag under that? Okay, so here I go. Let me create one more div or anything. It can be anything. ID equal to, let me say it's my custom div. Fine. And I say welcome, this is my custom div. Fine. If you go here, welcome, this is my custom div. It is a simple HTML tag, nothing fancy here, and it is out of the root. It's a sibling tag of your root. So I go here, okay, and I say I don't want it here. The p tag, I want it in. So if you see, the p tag should be there too. Yeah, the p tag is there, so don't get confused. Right now, div id equal to root, div id equal to my custom div, and the p tag. Let me remove that comment. It's disturbing. Let me remove all this comment. It's just coming in between. We don't need this comment. It's okay. It's something that React have given us. The boilerplate comment. Simple. 3 divs, div id equal to root, div id equal to my custom div, and my p tag. I want to render this p tag under my custom div. So how we can do that? I'll go here. I'll just say document.get element by id, core JavaScript that I love, and I pass my id. Let me close this. Pass my id. Now this p tag should simply render in my custom div. Let's go. Refresh. Now see, you have only 2 siblings, div id equal to root, div id equal to my custom div. Nothing have changed in the output. It is not going to override what it is already there in my custom div. It is simply going to append. Okay, simple, very easy. This is how Portal works. Let me just add the custom components. So if you want to add the custom components, it's again the same. Instead of p tag, you can just go ahead and say this child component, any kind of component, and that will work too. See, so you can render. Basically, KnowledgePortal is very dynamic, very flexible. You just need to pass what component, what tag, what extra element you want to add, and where you want to add. That's it. The KnowledgePortal will work. Very easy, right? So I'll close this index.html. I'll just revert my code back to my document.body. Okay, because we are again going to see the caveats now. So what is done, how is done. Now let's go to caveat. We'll see first on the documentation what's this caveat all about. And I said that this is very important because events from portals propagate according to the React tree rather than the DOM tree. Now what is this event? So now we are jumping into the concept of event propagation, or basically event bubbling, to be more specific. So the innermost child, I'll make it very simple through this animation that you're seeing right now. Okay, now this is a child element. Okay, the innermost element. When I perform any kind of event on this, the event will bubble from this element to its parent element, then from parent elements to the body, document.body, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this basically event keeps on jumping to the most highest element. This in React will not work like this. So the caveat says that right now, if you see in our example, you see root and my custom div both are sibling elements. So if you perform any kind of event on my custom div, it should directly jump onto the body, document.body, and not to the parent element, in short. Okay, but ReactPortal behaves in a different way. Even though both are assigned into the same element, both are sibling elements, but still it will go according to the React tree and not the DOM tree. So let's take this example and see how this works. I want to make this video short, so let's see. Let me just create a div, and this div will wrap. You can create any element. It's not supposed to be only div, just to be more sure. So now div, this is in my portal component, which is my parent component, and I also have a child component. So what I'll do, I will just add a simple on click. Okay, I'll just add a console.log clicked in parent component. Okay, and so let's test this out first. Refresh. So wherever I click in the portal component, this console should appear. I click here, clicked in parent component, click here, it will keep on increasing in the clicked in the parent component. Let me add a click to the child element. Okay, on click, this one, console.log, clicked in child component. Okay, let me correct this component spelling here, and in index.html I'll remove that additional div that I added because it's troubling, it's confusing. So we have only portal component and child component. If I click on portal component, so the click is happening in the parent component. Here the click we are performing should happen only in the child component. If I click on this, I'm child of portal component, because it is a sibling component. It does not have to do anything with the root. It is a separate element. But if I do this, and if you see the console, the click is happening in child and then the click happened in parent. So this is the caveat that I was talking about. The event is bubbling from the innermost element, the child component, to the parent. To avoid this, you can use stop propagation and all of that stuff. Okay, but it happens like this. So the innermost child will be clicked first, and then the event will start bubbling to the outermost parent one. I hope this portal concept was, I tried to explain it very simply. This is a very simple concept. Okay, and if you like this video, please subscribe. Okay, I would love to see you subscribing, so that I want my family to grow. Okay, the KnowledgeKeen family, I want them to grow drastically, and then so that I can have some add-on surprises for you guys. Okay, so once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm trying to get something, okay, as a surprising thing for all of my subscribers. Okay, it's not a very big surprise, but it might be a good one. And again, please give us likes, comments. I love to see your comments. So thank you guys, please do take care.